Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1029. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you'd like to join me on camera, you can say hello, shoot the breeze, promote yourself, promote your business, special event. All that would be great. It would also be great if you share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. So let's get started with the word page. Let me put on my specs and put the keyboard up. Let's see. So I'm on the word page, and that is the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also the city, county, and state. So just go up and down the page. You can find places to volunteer for, you can find places to get help, and you can just get some information that you might need. Dave is here. Happy Wednesday, buddy. Indeed, Dave. Happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We're doing okay here in Durham. It's a little, as my great grandmother was known to say, it's a little airish. It's a little airish. I'm not going to say it's cold just yet. Oh, wait, fist bump. Okay, so I'm on the word page. There are things happening. So let's check now with the libraries, the Durham County Libraries, with today being Wednesday. They're open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6, though. And then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Now, today is Wednesday, which means this is the day, if you're interested in filling one of these vacancies on any of these city committees or commissions, today's today, the day that you let them know. So let me tell you where the vacancies are. So there are vacancies on the Citizens Advisory Committee, the Durham Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, the Durham Historic Preservation Commission, the Housing Appeals Board Tenant, the Mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee, and then there's a vacancy on the Participatory Budgeting Steering Committee Youth. And that's determining how the money is being spent. So if you have some bright ideas, yeah, you might want to fill in one of these vacancies. What you should do, go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the word page. You'll see the calendar, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Click on that link, see what is expected of you in terms of time spent at meetings, etc. And then if you're still interested, yeah, let the city know. And maybe you can join one of these committees or commissions and help us out. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Tech Small Business Center. I don't think there are any. Um, let's see. You know what? Let me tell you about CORE real quick, because CORE is a very important nonprofit. It stands for Children of Restaurant Employees. And I don't eat out much, but I've been watching YouTube videos, and they're saying on YouTube that a lot of these restaurants are kind of empty. I wouldn't know, but so restaurant employees, you already know they don't get paid a lot, and that's putting it mildly, because I want to be polite. But yeah, sometimes when things happen in the families of restaurant employees, that totally throws them off because they're not making enough money to live as it is. So there's this organization, the Children of Restaurant Employees. It's a Southern organization, and it's a national program. I shouldn't say that it's Southern, but the main offices, they have 2 main offices, one in Tennessee and one in Georgia. So basically, if something happens, like a medical crisis, injury, death in the family, um, they can help you with so people, the term is people working in the food and beverage service industry. Okay, so we're not talking about the fancy maitre d's. We're talking about the people working at the fast foods and the fast casual type restaurants who make low pay. So they can help with rent, they can help with mortgage, utilities, prescriptions, medical equipment, child care, funeral expenses, and funds for basic necessities. And I think they're going to really be in need in the upcoming weeks. So you can click on the link that's right there on the Word page. Look for CORE, CORE, Children of Restaurant Employees, and then you can get more information. And you can get the information in English and Spanish. So if one of your friends, relatives, neighbors works in the food industry and they prefer to get their information in Spanish, let them know about this and maybe they can get some help. And if you need the help, definitely don't be embarrassed. That's what they're there for. You can submit your application online, and hopefully they'll take care of the rest. So let me know if they're able to help you, because I think that's why I post these, make these posts, because I want you to get this information so that you can help yourself and your family. All righty, let's see. Now we're going to scroll down to Durham Tech. Let's see. Oh, I just want to mention, I know I mentioned them yesterday, but if you don't mind, I'm going to mention the Durham community fridges again, because again, people are going to really be in need of starting like next week if they weren't already in need before. And I shouldn't say they, those of us who don't make, who aren't bringing in a lot of money. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit, I go every now and then, I do go and get free groceries, because if you're in need, you're in need. Nothing to be ashamed of. So we have community fridges here in Durham. It's a nationwide program, and it started during COVID. Basically, it's to help people get access to food. So it's 24/7 access. These sites that have community fridges also have a cabinet or cupboard, whatever the word is, sitting next to it for non perishable foods like canned goods, bags of rice, beans, etc. So, right now, St. Joseph Episcopal Church, we can definitely count on them. They have a community fridge on the Iredale Street side. Their address is 1902 West Main Street. So, you know what I'm talking about. This like on the corner of Iredale, right before you get to 9th Street, but it's on Main Street. The fridge, however, is on the Iredale Street side, which is really cool because then you can park behind Whole Foods, and that strip of stores right there next to Whole Foods, and then cross the street and deposit food into the cupboard and the fridge if that's what you like to do. And of course, if you need the food, definitely head that way. There's also um, a website you can go to, and I have it right here on the word page. So you can go to this website, see what's in the fridge before you head there. And also, you can see if the fridge is at the right temperature and also if it needs some tidying up, because it's run by people like you and me. So you can bring out some bleach water and kind of wipe it down if that's what you like to do. I know they'd appreciate it. And, put in food whenever you like. So, St. Joseph, they're definitely doing this. Now, the Scrap Exchange will be doing this soon. Not just yet, but soon. They have signed up and they will be providing a community fridge. I'll let you know. Omi's, for now, they are still providing food at their community fridge at 2300 North Roxborough Street, which is on the corner of Club Boulevard and North Roxborough Street. But just know that their landlord told them to cut that short. So for now, they're doing the community fridge thing, but soon they will not be. And I'll let you know as soon as I find out. I'll let you know. So those are good sources for food. And also, if you're like me, if you get free groceries and then you realize, oh, I have high blood pressure, I shouldn't eat this, then I take that over to the community fridge. All righty, let's see. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it to the Durham Tech Small Business Center. I think I will. Let me scroll down. There's so much on this page, really good info, and lots more to come. Lots more to come. So today's the 29th. Let's see. So there are some classes that you can take. These are one-off classes. They're offered for free by various community colleges and small business centers across North Carolina. All you have to do is to sign up. They're on Zoom. They're free. They're live. You can ask questions. So let's see. These are for entrepreneurs or budding entrepreneurs. So here's a class from 2 until 3:30 this afternoon. Upgrade Instagram for your business. Interesting how they put it that way. I do know that you can have I don't know if you know this, but Tachi's here. Happy Wednesday indeed. Definitely check out Dr. Tachi at Metascope. Oh, I forgot it now. Shoot. Metascope 16, I think it is, on Facebook, because she's got the fun show, Metascope, on Friday evenings, pop culture, tech, and you can learn something. And you can order virtual food from a virtual food truck. It's lighthearted fun, and it's really still is informative in a very fun social way. And of course, Dave's giving you the fist bump. Love that. Making friends. And Tachi said, hey, hey, to Dave. Love that. See how friendly we are? Love that. And Malachi's here saying, hey. Well, the whole gang is here. Hey, Malachi. Okay, we're all here. Okay. So what was I saying? I don't think everybody knows this, but you can have like an Instagram profile, sign up for Instagram. But, and Tachi, I know you know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong. I might be outdated with this. But I think if you upgrade to a business, which is still free, a business profile with Instagram, you can run ads or something like that. Am I right or wrong? Scopy's here. Literally, Scopy is here. Hey, Scopy. So I think Malachi and I will see you on Friday at the Reality Cafe. Looking forward to that. This is going to be a big meeting of friends. All right. So let me know if I'm wrong with that, Tachi. I think I'm pretty sure. Fist bump. Okay. I am so ready to see you on Friday. You know that's right. Same here. It's Scopy fist bump. We're just being just so friendly. I love it. I love it. Now, let me continue. Let's see. Yes, the class is at Durham Tech. So, upgrade Instagram for your business. That's going to be at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Here's another class, also at 2. This one's from 2 until 4. How to get a small business loan. And here's another one from 6 until 7:30. Facebook Shops and Facebook Marketplace. I'm curious about that one. Okay. And here's another one from 6 until 8. Getting to the grants. I'm prepared to receive grants, part 2. Now, part 1 was yesterday. Part 2 is today. And we're just saying hi to each other. I'm loving it. Scopy saying, hey, Dave, and all. And Tachi saying, welcome, Scopy Mosley. We're just doing it. We're just all doing this. Okay. Okay. So, if you missed part 1, I think that's probably okay. You're probably safe. They'll probably catch you up. So if you missed part 1, go ahead and attend part 2, which is going to be from 6 until 8. Because learning how to write a grant, to me, I think if you're a creative person, I think it's something that all adults should learn how to do. If you're looking out for yourself as a business owner, as an artist, or just as an individual getting into things. I wrote my first grant when I was in my 20s, and I won a trip, not one, but I got a grant to go to a songwriters conference in Los Angeles. So that was like all expenses paid. So I took a class. I took a grant writing class, one of the city colleges in Chicago, where I'm from, and I learned some really valuable skills. So learning how to write a grant, I think, is very, very important. No matter if you're a nonprofit, for profit, like I said, artist, person, student, because I think if you have grant writing skills, getting into college, I think that takes the same kind of almost marketing style writing. So, anyway, and learning how to tell your story, very important. Okay, let's see, where am I? I think that's it. Okay, so that's it for today. Getting to the grants. I'm prepared to receive grants, part two, from 6 until 8. So that's it for Durham Tech Small Business Center. Let me check with, let me check very quickly with SCORE. Service Corps of Retired Executives, if you don't know what that stands for. They're in downtown Durham. They serve Durham, Chapel Hill, Pittsburgh, some other towns, and they help people learn how to run businesses with their free programming. They have mentors, classes, all kinds of great stuff. So let's see. So no class until next Tuesday. Okay, so I'll remind you on Tuesday. All righty, let's go to your health page real quick. There are some research studies that you might want to participate in. They always appreciated, they being local universities, uh, scientists, researchers, whatever. I'll just give you some of the subjects. Some of the things being studied are dementia, music, sleep study. So if you're taking care of someone who is an elder and they have trouble sleeping, and if you have taken care of someone with Alzheimer's, yeah, that's a big problem, getting them to sleep. Anyway, so sleep study for them, that might be interesting if you want to do that. Um, Here's one on it's like a patient survey. They want to know what your feelings are about the who you're dealing with as professional uh, healthcare um, professionals. Like when you go to the hospital, when you go to the clinic, whatever, they want to know how you're treated, so that you can get the best treatment, of course. Here's one on brain on dessert study. They want to know how your brain reacts to desserts, and if you love desserts, this might be a fun study for you. You're welcome. It's on the health page. It's under UNC Chapel Hill Brain on Dessert Study. You might want to check that out. I don't know. Okay, let us look for the blood drives. Save lives by donating blood. So, the American Red Cross is not having a blood drive today, but tomorrow they'll have a crew at First Presbyterian Church, that's right downtown, 305 East Main Street on the corner of Main and Roxborough. So from 1 until 6, they'll be having people to donate blood and save lives. Let's check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Yes, they'll only be there for 40 minutes. I'll mention it anyway in case you happen to be out south. So until 1, Blood Connection crew will be at the CQC home, 5102 Highway 15501. But like I said, they're only going to be there until 1. And Dave says, sounds. Oh, Tachi says, you always give such great info. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's what I'm trying to do here. And Dave says, something sounds yummy. Something that, oh, the dessert study. Too bad you can't participate. You're all the way in Texas. But for those of us who love desserts and live in Durham, that might be a nice adventure. Okay. Um, okay, so that's it. Okay. And I have more information on this page. I'll just let you explore it when you have time. And now let's zip over to the Senior Scope page for older folks like me, 60 plus, who want to see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. And they have lots of fun events and activities, free parking, free membership. They give away free food sometimes. And I think Care around the block, Healing with Care on Broadway, I think they're starting to give away free food again too. They're slowly coming back to life after COVID. It's taking them a while. It's really taking them a while. And I'm not being critical at all. It's really tough for nonprofits and for nonprofits that provide so much. They have their own health clinic. They do a lot of casework, etc. And Malachi is saying, I'm so excited for Friday if I get to see you. Thank you, Malachi. I can't wait to see you too. And then I know the meal's going to be good. We'll be hanging out with friends. We'll see Scopy. Indeed. Thank you, Malachi. I feel the same. Okay. Now, today is what? Wednesday? Yes. So, what's going on this afternoon? Chair flow and flex at 1. That's exercising sitting down. The Hispanic Heritage Group will continue to have fun in Spanish until 2. A super agers tech class at 1. Learn how to use your tech. Let's see. Chair volleyball. Yes, you can play volleyball sitting down at 2 o'clock. Lamba, Senegalese dance class. That's slow movements, not these super energetic African dances you see on YouTube. These are the more like the Tai Chi kind of African dance. And that's going to be a fun class today at 2. Jamming with Janet at 2:30. Joyful movement to music from around the world. That sounds nice. And the Lifeline Dancers at 3:30. Now tomorrow, seniors on the move line dancing at 8:35. Just ask George. Tech questions at 9. Bring your device for one-on-one support. Open art studio from 9 until noon. Work on your project. A breakfast bingo at 9:30. Yoga your way at 10. Keep it moving, gentle exercise at 10. Conversational French Club at 11. African dance and drumming at 11:30, and then they'll be playing Pinochle and Kings in the Corner from noon all the way until 7 because they're open late tomorrow, which is cool, especially for 9 to 5ers who want to just relax some before going to work. I mean, going home from work. Let me check for the special events. Today's the 29th. Let's see. Oh, I do hope that the pumpkin decorating. That's not today, it's tomorrow. Yes, you didn't miss it. You can sign up for pumpkin decorating. So call real quick. I think you have to register. Yes, 919-688-8247, extension 110. So tomorrow from 10:30 until 1 in the art studio, you can decorate your very own pumpkin. You can either take it home. Quick tip, a lot of people carve pumpkins with their kiddies or grandkids, and then they put them out on the front porch, which is great, which is fine. But one thing you should do, spray the bottom with like Bactine or some kind of, um, I forget what you call Bactine. The ingredients in Bactine help keep the pumpkin alive longer. So this is a quick tip. Anyway, so you can take your pumpkin home, or you can submit it for tomorrow. It says tomorrow's, but for Friday's pumpkin decorating contest, and that's during the costume party on Friday. So let me tell you about that. So on Friday, the costume party, they're going to have trick or treating, music, dancing, and you vote for your favorite pumpkin during the pumpkin decorating contest. And so this is all going to happen between 2 and 3:30 on Friday. That should be so fun. Okay, so definitely sign up for the pumpkin decorating activity tomorrow, 10:30. All right. And now, you know what I didn't do? Let me go back to the health page because I forgot to go to the top of the page and click on the health events button. So let's see if there are any events I almost forgot to tell you about. Looking for the 29th. Let's see. Okay, so nothing happening today. I just want to make sure. I do want to point out that the American Dance Festival, they've started up those free classes again for people with Parkinson's and their care partners. So starting tomorrow, from 2 until 3, there's going to be a free class called PWR Moves, Parkinson's Wellness Recovery. And again, that's 2 o'clock. So this is going to be at the American Dance Festival at their studio, 721 Broad Street on the second floor. They have a elevator. And the parking lot is like right there, right next to the building. So you don't have to walk far. So you can call to register and get more information. And if you can't make it to tomorrow's event at 2, tomorrow's class, they have a virtual dance for Parkinson's class on Fridays at 11. So I'm glad they brought those back. I'm so happy about that. Okay, now let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. Scrolling down to 29. Okay, now let's see. Something doesn't look right. Let me refresh this page, make sure that this is the absolute up to the second current page. Okay, let me try it again. Scrolling back down to 29. That's still not the most current. Wait, let me see. Let me check for something that I just added. Oh, this is not the current. Okay. I'm just going to close this out and I'm going to reopen it because I want it to be. Oh, let me tell you something real quick. So, you might already know this, but I remember learning a few years ago that suppose you have a website, right? But you don't have an app. And you probably wish you had an app if you have a website because you want people to download it and to click on it and stuff. Here's the thing, you can have a fake app, so to speak. So it used to be that you would open your website on Safari and then save it to the, what do they call it? Save it to the screen or something like that. And it was always fuzzy. But now Chrome has jumped in. Now you can do it under Chrome, and Chrome is sharp. Let me see if I can show you. So can you see that? Can you see where it says Durham Skywriter? I hope you can see that. So it's almost as if I have an app. So you can open your website on Chrome and then say, I think the wording is save it to screen or something like that. And then it's so hip. So you can tell all of your friends, yeah, go to my website on Chrome and then save it to your screen. And it's like having an app on your phone or your iPad or whatever. So, and Tachi saying, fantastic. I mean, I learned this. I went to an ONA, Online News Association um, symposium some years ago when it was first available on Safari. And they were telling us, yeah, you might, with your publication, you might not be able to afford to have your own app. But yeah, so now you can like have your own app. And Dave said, I love a Durham Skywriter app. Thank you, Dave. Love that. So everybody, if you have a website, do that because it is the hippest thing to show people, on your phone, look, this is my quasi pseudo app. And so when you click on it, it's just like a website. So let me do that now, not take up your whole afternoon. But I needed to share that with you because I'm so excited that Chrome is now making that available to us. And like I said, for some reason it was fuzzy on Safari, but sharp, really nice and sharp on Chrome. Okay. All righty. Let me go down to 29. Let's see. This still doesn't. Let me refresh it. Let me refresh my actual website. That might be the problem that I forgot to refresh. I forgot to publish the website. Okay, it says congratulations. Okay, and now let me close this out and then reopen. That happens sometimes when you're the actual builder of the website. Sometimes it'll revert to an older version because you were working on that page. That's the best I can guess. So anyway, let me see. Is this current? Yes, it's current. Yes, because I knew I was looking for a Durham Community Day. Okay, there it is. So let me start up here. So if you can get in the door By 1 o'clock, Catholic Charities, they're running the Durham Community Food Pantry at 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. So get there by 1. You talk to a social worker. You can get all this food for the week. Let them know if you can't have pork or dairy. You can only go once a month, though, but still, you get a lot of food. And they also give you fresh produce. It's just not canned, although canned is fine, but they give you fresh produce also. Sometimes they have things to give away, like, one day they're giving away rollaway suitcases. And actually, I had an extra one, and I was inspired to take mine up there to Catholic Charities to give away. Because what often happens, somebody will arrive, they're in need, they need all this food, but they don't have a car. Now you see people sometimes arriving with friends. You can tell that it's more than one household, and they're using the one car. Some people don't even have that. And so they'll arrive on their bikes and they'll be balancing bags on the handlebars, and they're trying to, some people, they just do the best they can. So so if you have a rollaway bag, yeah, you don't need it, drop it off. Or even a suitcase that has wheels, yeah, they would love that. Tachi, that's right. Yeah, so many people are now looking at where to get food since the shutdown. It's going to be worse in November. I even got a warning on YouTube. Um, Usually, I'm not one to try to scare people, but they did say be careful because some people might be so desperate that they might try to rob you when you're coming out of the store. Take your groceries when you're coming out of the store. I hope it doesn't get that bad. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to look for more and more. Actually, I do have on the word page all these different lists where you can find food. I usually announce certain places where you can get free food, but I think what I'm going to do, instead of making people go to the word page, look it up, find the address, I think I'm just going to expand the actual listings on the Let's Go page so you don't have to go through so much to find somewhere near your house to get free food. And I think I need to check with these providers because isn't this federal money? So if they want us to all, did I almost say something crazy? Not that they want us all to starve. I'm going to let me put it a different way. If the care isn't there to feed those who need the help, will the money be there to purchase food to give away to the people who need the help? I have a feeling. Dave is like, and Tachi's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I actually need to check with these food providers and food banks because we've been counting on the usual suspects, so to speak, to help us out. Kasib and his crew on Fayetteville Street, St. Joseph, White Rock, um, uh, Yates, Russell, all these different wonderful places. But this is all federally funded. So, yeah, let me continue. So anyway, the Durham Community Food Pantry, that is only until 1. If you know you just can't make it by 1, maybe you have access to the car, but you're not going to have it just yet. Then if you can get it later this afternoon, they'll be doing it again from 5 until 7. And that again is in the Lakewood Shopping Center, Catholic Charities. Okay, it is Durham Community Day at the Museum of Life and Science. Take the little ones to have fun at the museum, push the buttons and run around and look at things and just enjoy science and just being out and enjoy the museum. Of course, they have an outdoor feature as well where you can make music and sounds and whatnot. And then, of course, they have an area where you can actually walk this long, beautiful pier, and then where you can look at animals. They have foxes. I can't name all the animals because I can't identify them all, but they have animals. Yes, they have animals. And they have a butterfly house, which is very sweet. So there you go. So today it's free because usually the prices, in my opinion, are a little high, but then they have a staff and all these different exhibits, and you know, I'm sure it's expensive to run a museum. So for many of us, we can't really afford to go. I think the adult fee is like almost $25. So if you're taking the little ones, yeah, they can be pretty costly. So once a month, the Museum of Life and Science at 433 West Murray Avenue, no relation. Yeah, you can get in for free. And this will be from, well, obviously it's almost afternoon, but it is a certain day a month from 10 until 5, which is, I think, very, very sweet. I really appreciate that. Sculpey saying everything is always working out. You know what? I think everything will. I think some really interesting things are going to happen real soon for the good. That's all I'm going to say because I'm sure as a media person, I'm being monitored. So, thumbs up. Okay, let me continue. Oh, so Dia de los Muertos Ofrenda, which is Day of the Dead offering, that continues through Sunday, this Sunday, at Duke Chapel, 407 Chapel Drive. It's an ancient Mexican celebration of life, so to speak. So if someone you love or like very much died, within the past year, then you can make an offering, so to speak. So you're bringing a picture of your loved one. And if you don't have a picture, there may be something representing them, like maybe a little flower, or maybe, I can't imagine, maybe a bookmark. Maybe they're a really a voracious reader or whatever, something representing them. Sadly, maybe if it was a child, maybe a little pinwheel or something. So this is between every day, 10 until 8. They'll have art, which you can enjoy. And also, I mean, it is Duke Chapel, which is totally gorgeous. You can just go there and just admire the splendor. If you're feeling you want some quiet time, you can do that. Sit quietly. Of course, you don't have to be Christian to go to Duke Chapel. It can be anything. Go to Duke Chapel. So maybe you might not feel comfortable praying there, but of course, uh, God's everywhere. It doesn't matter really where you pray. But if you don't want to do that, you can at least have some quiet time and maybe just think of your loved one and what they did for you in your life. So you can definitely do that every day through Sunday, and that is from 10 until 8 at night. Okay, speaking of food giveaways, St. Joseph AME Church, they're going to have their community food giveaway, and that will be from 2 until 3. They are at 2521 Fayetteville Street. So if you're coming on Fayetteville Street and you turn at Nash, and then you'll see the parking lot. Usually, New Visions of Africa restaurant from 3 to 6, they give away free meals, prepared meals. As of late, they haven't been open every day, so I haven't been able to catch up yet with Kasib. He is in his 80s, so somebody might need to step in, maybe help out more or take over. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can catch up with Kasib, see what's up. So I won't really announce that they're giving away meals, but if you happen to be in the area, you might want to just tiptoe over there and see 1306 Fayetteville Street. If you're just like driving by or on the bus, looking to see if they're open, because if they're open, you can hop off the bus, get a quick meal, then hop back on the next bus and enjoy your meal at home. The Wednesday Durham Farmers Market is this afternoon from 3 until 6 in Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street. Now, they have vendors there. Some vendors aren't there on Saturday. So if you're like, oh, it's the same old thing, it's not. You're going to see vendors that you haven't seen before. They have also prepared food there. They have pastries. Now, I'm really worried because I know for SNAP and EBT recipients, you can swipe your card and double your money. But as of November 1st, I don't know. I would say if you have any money, I don't know. I don't really know how SNAP works in terms of the money that's spent every month and how you spend it. I don't know how that works. I'm not on SNAP. But if you have money on your card now that you need to spend, because after all, November 1st is coming up real soon. That's Saturday, isn't it? That's Saturday. Then maybe you want to double your value by swiping your card. Maybe if you have $15 that you're going to spend, swipe the card and you can get $30. Because what they'll do is to give you 50, whatever you're spending, they'll give you that same amount in wooden dollar coins. So just a suggestion. You want the kids to be healthy. I know it's cheaper to feed kids junk food sometimes, but if you want them strong and healthy, and if you're able to feed them, beautiful fresh produce and lovely locally grown, cheese and eggs, that sort of thing. If you can afford to do that, then uh, definitely try that. At least now, while you might have some money to spend. Okay, let's see. Kings Park International Church, they're going to have their food pantry today. But not only do they have a food pantry, they also have a clothing closet. So if you're getting back on your feet, looking for work, going on interviews or whatever, this is a good place to go. That's going to be today from 5 until 6. And I already mentioned Catholic Charities. They're going to have the Durham Community Food Pantry today, again from 5 until 7 in the Lakewood Shopping Center. One thing that I did not mention is they have diapers. They have free diapers. The diaper bank, I forget the formal name, but they drop off a whole load of diaper. Oh, that's bad wording. A whole bunch of diapers every month, and you can get some. They have little ones, pull ups from newborn to toddler size, and big ones for adults. And Dave is saying, double that money. You know that's right. You want to double, you definitely want to double your money for sure. I just feel so bad for people. Anyway, let me continue. So it is game night at Boxyard RTP where you get to sit outside. I know it's a little cool out, but if you wear your jacket, they do have those propane heaters. You can pull one right next to your table and enjoy the heat and make new friends, play some games, take your mind off your troubles. So from 5:30 until 8:30, you can definitely do that totally for free. No strings attached. Boxyard RTP is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. Of course, you will be surrounded by restaurants, so if you get hungry, you can always make a quick purchase. It's trunk or treat. I don't know who coined that phrase. It's such a funny phrase. But Durham Parks and Recreation, they're going to have trunk or treat at the Holton Resource and Career Center, 401 North Driver Street in the parking lot. So that's going to be from 6 until 8. So the young folks who happen to show up, so you can drive your kids there, they're going to have more than 30 creatively decorated vehicles. And they'll be giving away Halloween candy and treats to the little ones. And if it's not raining, I'll be there playing music, but I have to be real careful. I can't let my laptop get wet. I know rain's in the forecast, but if I can, I was telling them if I can get in that area that's covered and it has electricity, then hopefully I can go there. In fact, I'm going to go right after the show to scope it out and see if there's electricity in that area. So hopefully I can take part by playing fun Halloween music. But even if I'm not there, take your little ones there to Trunk or Treat at Holton from 6 until 8, 401 North Driver Street in the parking lot. One thing I want to point out, I thought somebody was kidding, but they weren't. But they were saying that for the past few years, when kids come to their door for Halloween, they give them a choice between a potato and candy. And I was thinking, that's a joke, right? They weren't joking. They said a lot of times the kids take the potato because they're asking their mom, hey, can we make French fries out of this? And yeah, I mean, people are in need. Even the kids know. They realize they're not dumb. So even though it sounds crazy, a lot of people, this was on, I think, in a video, and a lot of people said, you know what, that's a good idea to give away actual things that people could actually use as opposed to just candy. Just think, um, ramen noodles. Now I know back home in Chicago, I don't buy them by the 6-pack here because I Now, I don't really eat that much ramen because of the salt content, but I know back home, six packs $1. So that might be something. And David said, potato. Thank you, Dave, for the graphic portrayal of the potatoes and the pumpkins. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, instead of just candy, um, it might be a good idea. I don't know. Maybe buying a bag of potatoes, maybe that's not such a bad idea. I actually think people would appreciate it as opposed to just candy, which rots out the kids' teeth. What about those bags of tangerines? Those cuties? I'm thinking maybe, let's see, ramen. I mean, that's not bad for you. I mean, it's bad for me because of the salt content. Although I've been watching YouTube videos where you can learn how to substitute that packet with the salty um, uh, spices and add your own more healthy spices. So yeah, maybe ramen, and maybe that might be a good idea to give away actual food. Oh, Dave says that. Oh, what? So Dave's kids got ramen one year and they never forgot it. See, there you go. I actually think that's a hip idea. I really think that's a hip idea. So unfortunately, I never get kids coming to my house. Our houses are so far from the street that we really don't get trick or treaters. And actually, my block is really old. Um, I think somebody moved in with the kid uh, maybe last year or so. I think there's another. Oh, there's some kids down the street. There's three kids. For the most part, we really don't have a lot of kids around here. And Tati says, I love the idea of rum. Yeah, because like I said, I'll bet even here in Durham, it's probably $1. Get a 6 pack. So, and you can get stuff from Dollar Tree, you know. If you can't go to Dollar Tree, in fact, if you have a membership at, what do you call that? Sam's Club, Costco, whatever, buy a bunch of food. And of course, buy something you like. So if you can't give it all away, you and your family get to enjoy it. So why not? I mean, you're winning both ways. It's a win-win situation. And I wish, actually, I'm DJing on Halloween night anyway, so I won't even be home to give away food. But I think we need to popularize that idea to help people because these people are going to be in need. I'm saying these people like I'm not included. I need help too, but I'm not going door to door for trick or treating because I'm not a kitty. So you can help the families through their children, you know. Um, Even if you just give each kid $1. I mean, if you have that kind of money, if you get a bunch of singles, I don't know. Um, let's put some thought into that. I actually think that's a hip idea. So if you have some ideas, I'm gonna put that in the Skywriter as well for those of us who can afford it to buy a bunch of food that we can give away that we also enjoy. Because a lot of times when we buy candy, especially when we're older, we don't want all that candy that's left over. It's bad for us. Sticks to the teeth and it rots out the tummy, and it's just not enjoyable anymore. Once you've had your, you know, you've had enough. Because I'm not even a big candy fan. I used to love candy as a kid, but I'm going to be 70 next month, in December. I'm not a big, I'm not a big candy fan. Anyway, let me continue. I am talking your ears off. Let me continue. Okay, so trunk or treat. I hope I can make it. That's going to be from 6 until 8. Now, it's Wednesday night public skate at Wheels, Durham, which is at 715 North Hoover Road from 6 until 8:30. So it's 13 to get in. And then you can rent skates if you don't already have skates. They do have their clear bag policy, which I'll allow you to read when you have time. Go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Let's Go page, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They just want to make sure that people don't bring in, weird stuff. And 70, well, yeah, I'm 69. I'm going to be 70 on December 13th. And yeah, so isn't that wild? 70. Oh my God, I have never been that old. 70 sounds old. I mean, 69 sounds like getting old, but 70 is like old, which I don't mind because I've already outlived my mom. So I'm just saying, I'm very happy to be this old. My mom died at 66. So, yeah, for real. Could have fooled me. Well, I don't smoke or drink. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm just a very happy person. I think when you smile a lot, you look younger, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. But thank you. Appreciate it. Don't smoke or drink, kids. Okay. Um Let's see. Oh, Brett's open mic is tonight from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill, 709 Washington Street, downtown. The backup band, they'll be playing R&B, smooth jazz, funk. When you get there, you pay $5. And once you listen to the musicians, you might say, I think I'm good enough to hop on stage and join them. We can definitely do so. Make history. They love it. They absolutely love it when people join in. So that's going to be tonight from 7 until 10. I want to congratulate Brett Chambers. He's been doing this for, is it 25 or 35 years? For a long time. For a long time. Now, is there anything happening tomorrow that I need to tell you about? Yes. The Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have rabies vaccination clinics, $10 per pet, exact change. Make that phone call, then you take them to 3005 Glen Road for their vaccination. Toddler together yoga at Jewish for Good. So you bring your little ones between the ages of 1 and 4, and you learn how to do yoga with your child. And there's a $10 class fee, or if you become a member, it's free for members. So that will be from 10 until 10:45, and then from 11 until 11:45 at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road. They're going to have baby and me yoga for parents and the little ones up to age 1. And of course, Catholic Charities, they're going to have the Durham Community Food Pantry again tomorrow from 10 until 1. Ooh, that is a lot. I mean, if anybody ever says there's nothing going on in this town, send them to Bull City Hangout, please. Okay, let's check the weather. Let me do my transition. All right, it's 54. But that's okay because it's fall and it could be even colder. Let me see what it is in Chicago. Let me check all my favorite cities. It's 50. What? It's 53 in Chicago? Okay. Oh, but it's real windy. Ooh. Okay. It's 56. Hey, what are these northern towns? What the heck? It's 56 in New York. Okay. And cloudy. It's 50 in Boley, Oklahoma. Super wind advisory. Okay. Oh, wait, what happened to Talladega? Oh, wait, two more favorite towns. 78 in Los Angeles. Mm, and sunny. That's fine. That's heat advisory. Mm, high of 93. Good Lord. Los Angeles. Okay. Let me continue to my other favorite. My last favorite city is Talladega, Alabama. It's 55 and it's raining. High of 93 in LA. 93. Tachi's saying 78 is nice. Okay, Tachi, thank you. She's in Florida. The high will be 82. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not jealous at all. Well, it's 54 here. How about that? It's going up to 57. That somehow doesn't have the same impact, but yeah. So, yeah, it's going up to 57. Now, it looks like it's going to start raining around 1. So that's in 5 minutes, but it's 40% chance of rain. So, somewhere in Durham, there's a 40% chance of rain. So, we'll see. Cloudy this afternoon. Ooh. Oh, looks like, we might be okay for the trunk or treat because if it does rain, There's a 65% chance of rain at 8, and the trunk or treat ends at 8. So it increases up to 70% just about all night. So if it does rain, the chance of it raining, the most likelihood of it raining, so it'll be between 8 tonight and 7 tomorrow morning. So I think I will be able to play music tonight. Yes. Now tomorrow the high will be 62. So there. So 62, 85% chance of rain though. But it's going to be sunny here on Friday with the high of 61. That's the best we can do, folks. We can't compete with these Texans and Floridians and people in California. So we're doing our best. And Tachi, see, even Tachi saying 69 is not too bad. Thank you, Tachi. I appreciate it. And with that, let me see for the weekend though. So Saturday, 61 and sunny. Sunday, 62 and partly sunny. Not bad. Looking ahead to next week, all 60s. Going up to 68 on Thursday. Okay. So we're doing pretty well. The air quality is good. So I need to throw that in. I did need to throw that in. All right. So I think that is it for today's show. Um, okay, Dave. We're shivering with a high of 69. Okay, you Southwesterners. Texas is considered the Southwest, right? Even though it's straight in the middle, South, somehow it's considered Southwest, along with Oklahoma. I don't know why. To me, I think Southwest is like Arizona and New Mexico. And thank you, Dave. Dave said another great show. Thank you. Have a good one, buddies. All the buddies. Fist bump, Dave. Absolutely. So I think I will end the show here. Hope you have a beautiful afternoon. For those of you with the balmy weather, definitely, yeah, take a little walk and enjoy what you have. And it's actually not too cold for us to walk around outside. We just need to put on a little jacket. And with that, have a oh, Scopy, are you even American? A cold weather lover? What? Actually, I've met quite a few people who actually preferred cold weather. Um, Now, being from Chicago, uh, I don't know, Scopy. I'm from Chicago. I don't know if when you say cold, now when it gets cold here, it's usually like 29 in the morning, then it goes up to like 43 or something. But have you experienced sub zero with wind chills of 20 below? That's cold. So, so a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I like cold weather." Sure, and they go someplace like Chicago and come back broken. So I'm gonna wait for your answer, Scopy. What do you call cold? I'm just curious because to me 29 is cold for the South, but it's not really. I mean, and if it's like if Chicago's had a lot of snow and ice and whatnot, then it goes up to 30. Then we're like, oh, heat wave, yes. So Scooby might have left the building already. Okay, and do a little countdown from 10 because he probably left already. So 10. Again, I'm asking Scopy, what do you consider cold? Okay, 10, 9, 8. So, oh, I like cold, not freezing weather. Okay, so he put me straight. Not so. In other words, 32 on down. No, thank you. So I know what you mean. So yeah, 29, 30. That can be. I still don't like it. It's tolerable, but a lot of people like snow. And I do admit I love the snow. I do love snow. It is fun. It's not that fun to shovel as an adult, but as a child running around just, woohoo. Oh yeah, that's always fun. Absolutely. And of course, having fun with children, throwing snowballs at them, not at their faces, of course, but that's always fun too. Going sledding, that's fun. Skating, ice skating, that's fun too. Anyway, I have taken over most of your lunch hour, if not all of it. So let me go now. And let me check to see if I'll be live tomorrow. I have a feeling not because I think something. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Oh, Friday is Reality Cafe. Okay, yes, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow at noon. So if you wanted to come on the show, like Scopy did a couple weeks ago, then definitely you can do so by clicking on the link. It's always a different link, but it's on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. The show is on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, believe it or not, and also LinkedIn. And don't forget to follow Tachi at Mediascope 16 because you can definitely have fun watching Mediascope on Fridays around 8:15 ish. So with that, ciao for now.